Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something powerful. 12 life lessons that once learned will transform your life forever. These aren't just quick fixes or temporary solutions. These are the fundamental truths I wish someone had told me years ago. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on content that could change your life. Now, let's get into these game-changing lessons. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. That's not just a saying, it's neuroscience. When we challenge ourselves, our brains form new neural pathways. Remember when you learned to ride a bike? It was uncomfortable, maybe even scary at first. But that temporary discomfort led to a lifetime skill. I used to avoid public speaking like the plague. My heart would race, palms would sweat. But forcing myself to do it repeatedly transformed my career and confidence. Ask yourself, what discomfort am I avoiding that's holding me back from growth? We're all given the same 24 hours each day. No amount of money can buy you more time. Think about it. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. That's why being intentional with your time is crucial. I started tracking where my time was going for 1 week and was shocked to discover I was spending 3 hours daily on social media. That's 21 hours a week. When I redirected just half that time toward my goals, everything changed. What's one time waster you could eliminate today? Our brains are wired to catastrophize. It's an evolutionary protection mechanism. But in modern life, this often works against us. Try this. When facing a problem, ask, will this matter in 5 years? If not, give it only the energy it deserves. Remember that job rejection I mentioned in last week's video? It felt devastating at the time, but it led me to something much better. Most setbacks are actually redirections. This concept from Jim Rohn changed my life. The people around you shape your mindset, habits, and ambitions more than you realize. I noticed my energy and motivation skyrocketed when I started connecting with growth-minded people. It wasn't about abandoning old friends, but being intentional about who influences me most. Take a moment to consider, are the people closest to you lifting you up or holding you back? We're drawn to dramatic transformations and overnight success stories, but real, lasting change comes from small actions repeated consistently. Writing 500 words daily for a year beats writing 10,000 words once a month. Going to the gym 3 times a week for years beats working out for 5 hours once. What small, consistent action could you commit to today? When researchers study end-of-life regrets, they rarely hear, I wish I hadn't tried that. Instead, they hear, I wish I had taken more chances. The pain of regret lasts longer than the pain of failure. Failure teaches you something. Regret just haunts you. What have you been putting off that you might regret not trying? The conversations you have with yourself are the most important ones you'll ever have. Your brain believes what you tell it repeatedly. I used to constantly tell myself I'm not good with money. Guess what happened? I made poor financial decisions. When I changed my narrative to I'm learning to manage money wisely, my behaviors shifted too. What negative self-talk could you reframe today? Self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. Many of us pride ourselves on being there for everyone else while neglecting our own needs. I learned this the hard way after burning out completely. Now I know that taking care of myself first means I have more to give others, not less. What's one self-care practice you could prioritize this week? Willpower is overrated. Your environment shapes your behaviors more than you think. Want to eat healthier? Make unhealthy foods invisible and healthy ones visible in your kitchen. Want to exercise more? Sleep in your workout clothes. I started keeping books everywhere in my house instead of having my phone nearby. My screen time dropped by 40% in 1 month. What environmental change could make your desired behavior easier? That person who was rude to you? They're probably fighting battles you know nothing about. Taking things personally is like carrying a heavy backpack that isn't yours. When I learned to see others' actions as reflections of their reality, not mine, my mental health improved dramatically. What situation could you benefit from seeing as less personal? Warren Buffett said, "The best investment you can make is in yourself." Books, courses, coaches, therapy. These aren't expenses. They're investments with the highest possible returns. I spent years hesitating to invest in professional development, thinking it was too expensive. Now I realize those were the years I was most expensive, because I was costing myself growth. What investment in yourself have you been putting off? Neuroscience shows that practicing gratitude literally rewires your brain for happiness. It's impossible to feel grateful and negative at the same time. Starting each day, naming 3 specific things I'm grateful for has been more powerful than any other habit I've developed. Even on your worst days, there's something to be grateful for. Training your mind to find it changes everything.